Next, virtual or face-to-face. One school system is giving parents a choice on how their kids will learn in the age of COVID-19. And the U.S. hitting a major milestone in the course of the coronavirus pandemic with more than 4 million Americans infected. Plus, the pandemic is hitting every corner of American life. We'll tell you how one Arkansas business is getting by. Thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle Martin. Topping our news at 6, the Lincoln Parish School Board is giving parents and students 2 options for this fall semester: in-class learning or the Lincoln Parish Schools virtual program. NBC 10's Isabel Albritton spoke with school board officials about what parents need to do to get signed up.
It is so important for the Lincoln Parish School Board to make sure that our students are safe and that they're comfortable when they're receiving their education.
That's why Lincoln Parish schools are offering parents options. Brandon Sutherland says this way they have a say in what's best for their child's health and education. Learning devices will be provided for those who choose the virtual route.
We've purchased Chromebooks for all of our 3rd through 12th grade students. For our pre-K through 2nd grade students, we've purchased touchscreen devices.
The devices will be provided at no cost, and students will be responsible for any damages. The devices do require internet access.
As long as they have internet at home, we are working right now to get hotspots as well for those that live in rural areas or for those who can't afford wireless internet or have special needs students.
Lessons will be done on your own schedule. Teachers will load pre-recorded videos onto Google Classroom. Students will then be able to access the videos and slides 24/7.
We will have some live face-to-face interaction with students and teachers to meet with that teacher one-on-one, ask those questions, and have that interaction face-to-face.
If a student would like to return to in-class learning, they can make this change between the 1st and 2nd 9 weeks of the school year. In Lincoln Parish, Isabella Albritton, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Parents who wish to enroll their child in the virtual program must register by 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's July 24th. You can register in person at the Lincoln Parish School Board office or online. For the link, click on this story on our website, myarklamiss.com. More than 4 million people have now tested positive for coronavirus in the United States. The case count has jumped by 1 million in just 15 days. Data compiled by Johns Hopkins University also says at least 143,820 have died in the U.S. from COVID-19. The first recorded case of coronavirus in the United States was on January 21st. President Trump is attributing the rise in new cases to an increase in testing. He has said he personally feels testing is, quote, overrated. Let's take a look at the latest coronavirus numbers across the ArkLaMiss. Louisiana crossing a major threshold. There are now 101,650 reported cases. 3,574 deaths have been reported. In Arkansas, there are 36,259 reported cases. 380 deaths have been reported. And in Mississippi, there are 48,053 reported cases. 1,436 deaths have been reported. Meantime, Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards telling the state that wearing a mask helps keep not only you safe, but others as well. He also addressed the dubious milestone in today's data and what he calls a misinformation campaign. Surrounding it, he says that Edwards says that the state is not inflating cases by counting people multiple times if they take multiple tests. He went on to urge people to take the virus seriously and adhere to the safety measures put forth.
1.6 million people in Louisiana, tens of thousands of businesses. If the people of Louisiana are going to sit back and say, well, we're going to make you enforce every bit of this because we're not going to voluntarily comply, then we are doomed.
If you want to be mad at him about the state's response to the coronavirus, go ahead, be mad, but be mad at him while you're wearing a mask. New at 6, a restaurant in El Dorado will be closing its doors in response to the coronavirus pandemic. NBC 10's Gabrielle Pfeiffer spoke with the owner about what's next for his business.
La Bella's 34-year run in the dining and catering business will soon come to an end. Its customers can't imagine life without their favorite corner store spot.
I'm sad about it because La Bella's been a part of this community for years.
Those closest to the business are upset. Improvements made back in February to drive-in customers will now have been in vain.
We wanted to go for a more modern place for people to be able to come sit and hang out.
In March, the COVID-19 pandemic blindsided La Bella, stunting the boom in business before it could fully bloom.
Business was really great after the remodel, and I didn't know the pandemic was going to hit like that and affect everything as much as it has.
Leaving them with more questions than answers.
There are so many things going through my head, like about what's going to happen afterwards.
But the owner of La Bella already has a plan in mind, taking the dine-in experience to the streets with his What's Cookin' food truck.
The Bayou menu and the mac and cheese, sandwiches.
Since the pandemic, money is tight. Watts and his loyal customers are asking for the community's support in any way they can.
As long as they keep supporting us the way that they have been, I feel like we can make everything a success.
Hope the food truck does come up and go so we can at least still eat some of their good sandwiches.
Yeah, and I hope everybody comes out and helps them get it going.
Reporting in El Dorado, Gabrielle Pfeiffer, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Their last day will be next Friday. If you'd like to help with their efforts in getting a food truck, you can head over to their business downtown. You can also donate online. We're going to have a link to that on our website, myarklamis.com. NBC 10 is your local election headquarters, and an open U.S. House seat representing northeastern and central Louisiana is attracting strong interest from candidates. At least 7 contenders have signed up for the race today as Louisiana reached the second day of its candidate registration period. Republican U.S. Representative Ralph Abraham isn't seeking re-election to a 4th term in the 5th Congressional District. The best funded candidates vying to fill that vacancy on the November 3rd ballot are 2 Republicans, Abraham's Chief of Staff, Luke Letlow, and State Representative Lance Harris. Meantime, at least 8 contenders have registered to challenge Republican incumbent Bill Cassidy in Louisiana's U.S. Senate race. Continuing our coverage, the older brother of civil rights icon Medgar Evers has died in Mississippi. James Charles Evers died at 97 years old from natural causes. That's according to the Rankin County coroner. He was known as Charles and is considered one of the pioneers of the civil rights movement. After his brother was murdered back in 1963, Evers took over his leadership roles in the NAACP and helped register black voters. He also made history when he became the first black mayor elected in Mississippi. President Trump tweeting about Evers' passing, saying he was, quote, a trailblazer in politics and a fearless leader. Funeral arrangements are not yet known. Well, guys, how do you plan to worship? In person or in-person services or online service? Coming up, we're going to take a look at the challenges and difficult decisions churches have had to make during the pandemic.